morning, we'll be having Ebony, Iheanyi, Inyamah talking to us about how youth can play a vital part in Nigerian politics. Good morning, sir. Okay, so can we start from getting to know you, introduction? Let's for the record, the audience who don't know you by person, can you just give us a brief introduction about you, sir?
Good morning. My name is Iheanyi Inyamah. I'm the CEO of Ebony Kingdom here in Abia.
Okay. What has your journey in politics been like? How long have you been into politics? How long have you been around politics? Have you been into politics?
For a long time now, I have been into active politics. I have loved politics right from when I was very young, when I was small. I loved politics. My father contested the election in 1983. Contested again in 1988. So I love politics. I love the way they do it, and I think the youth should participate in it right now. Because the current state of this country now, the youth should be active in politics. I think let me start by telling us every Nigerian youth should first get their DVC. So that's the way to go. Having worked with so many politicians for quite long time now, I think we should do it because I have been around the politicians. I have known, let's say, the elderly ones like our father who have been into politics for a very long time should be at the background now, telling us those mistakes they made that we need to correct now. So the youth, I urge every of them to participate in Nigerian politics of today. We have so many ideas. We have young brain. We have young ideas that we sometimes have been sharing with our boss. Some of us
Okay, we'll get there. So the next question I want to get from you is do you think, because there are people who are on the opinion that it is not still yet time, the time is not ripe yet for young people to be actively in politics. They will cite examples of in US where you have 70, 80 years old, even more older senators. So do you think it is ripe yet for young people to participate in active politics in Nigeria?
Yes, I think every youth now should join politics if they have not. The time is now. There is nothing like saying that maybe you are too young to join it. No. Let me tell you, let me use my principal as an example, His Excellency Dr. Chisokalo, who joined politics earlier. And if you check his record, he has done well. He has done well, and he did well when he was a governor. When he was in House of Representatives, he did well. When he was the state governor of Abia State Governor, yes, he did well too. Because it was young blood, young age. He was reasoning fast. He was thinking very fast. And he was getting it right. So the youth should not say it's not time, it's time. The time is now. So let us please join politics so we can fix some things that our bosses did not do well.
What about the people who are of the opinion that there are a lot of abuses, there are a lot of misuse of power from young people when they are given power? What is your thought on that line?
I am yet to see any youth in power who has done wrong. Yes, because people may say it. I don't know. I have not seen it anyway. But you know, sometimes when you are not doing it the old way, there is no way you can pour a new wine into an old bottle. So when they're not seeing it the old way, they feel it's abuse of power because the current trend, the current idea is not the way they used to do it. You understand? So maybe let me call it misunderstanding. They did not get them very well. The youth are doing it youth way. Yes, let me use that word, youth way, because every youth has new idea to bring. So they are not misusing the power, rather the older ones misunderstood what they are doing.
Okay. 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 Let's put it on record. How do a young person who wants to go into politics, who does not have anybody to guide him, who does not have probably a parent who has been into politics, an uncle, an older colleague, a mentor, how do you think the person can start?
Okay, firstly, everybody who wants to join politics, both home and abroad, should first of all have a role model, should first of all have somebody who they will follow. Because it's just like you finishing from school and you must go for youth service. So you need to go and learn from somebody. It's good to stay from afar to monitor some group of people, some personalities who you think they are doing well and you want to be like them. So if you don't have anyone, like people may call it godfather, I don't think that is the right word to use. You understand? Those are the people who guide them rightly in politics. Don't just start a business you don't know how to do. Want to join politics or who want to be active in politics or who want to play any role in Nigerian politics today should just look out for that person they love the way he acts in politics. He carries people along and join that trend, learn from him, and come out to do well for his people.
Okay. Do you have an interest for 2023? Because there are speculations already that Iheanyi, Ebony, Inyamah is interested for 2023. So do you have an interest for 2023, if I may ask?
If my party, if my people deems it fit for me to represent them in any capacity, I think I will not hesitate. I will do so because I love my people. I am from Arachuku. I love my people so much. I think we need to get it right this time. What are the days when people come back from abroad and they don't know what our problems really are? They will come in and give us some kind of grammars and all that, and we'll vote them in. And once they receive their monthly pay or constituency allowance pay, they will just get into the plane and zoom off. The next time we will see them again is when they have sitting, and they will come again and tell us this and that they will go. We need people who are on ground, who knows what we are passing through. So if my people think it fit for me to represent them, wow, I welcome that.
Okay. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay. On the thought of your people giving you support, I think like in Nigeria, multiple party system, the constitution, but we have only two major. Okay, I said in Nigeria, the constitution multiple party system, but we have two parties in Nigeria. So you were saying and you the ticket. So do you think not in these two major political parties do not have a chance put as a young person? Because when you look at their nomination forms, their primary are very tedious for young people who don't
Are you
have.
with me? Can you hear me very well? This thing is breaking.
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I think
hear
it's
you now,
network.
yes.
Can you hear me? Okay, I said in the third line of what you said if your people and your political party gives you the opportunity, in quotes, gives you the ticket to represent them, that
Yes.
you will go. And I'm saying the Nigerian constitution allows multiple party system, but in practice we have two major political parties. The network still breaking?
If my people,
you said if your people
yes,
gives you the mandate. So my question is, do you think somebody who is not on these two major political parties in Nigeria, by practice, not by the constitution allow multiple party system, but by practice, we only have two major political parties? Do you think a young person who does not get the ticket, who does not get the support, the blessing of these two major political parties, does not have a chance in Nigerian politics?
No. If Nigerian politics, we have two major parties, like you said. We know the parties, and let's not start calling names now. If they don't allow the youth this time around to participate in active politics or to play the politics of today, I think they are getting it wrong. You understand? If the people's will should be allowed to be carried out, they are the people we are going to represent if they say, come and represent us. So if my party or my people say, go and represent us, the party should also hear them, because they know the reason why they say they want this person. I don't know if I got your answer correctly, because I was struggling to get the question.
Yes, I am saying, okay, look at the question. Let me rephrase the question in a shorter format. I said, what if the party that you are calling your party, let's not start calling name, does not give you tickets? Do you think using maybe a much smaller party or a not too much known party will give you a chance? Or do you think it's about the two major political parties or never?
Okay, I understand clearly now. Party is supreme. Party you have followed for a long time now. Party you have been working with closely will not want to deny you the opportunity. First, they have to put us on primaries. People will have to vote their candidates of their choice. So if party says no, I think they will have to give us a good reason, genuine reason why they said it's not yet time. And if we check it and it's not yet time truly, we will not leave the party. We will still have to work with the party, then make sure the right person goes in, and we'll work with the person to achieve that very aim we were trying to get for them.
Okay. Okay, so we're already very into the somebody's asking question. So
okay,
a young person who said they are not going into politics for money, because there is this notion that people think about money. So in his line of question, I'm using his exact word. He said, how do they get all the big money that is required to fund campaigns?
Funds for campaign.
Did you get? He said, if a young person says he's not going into politics for money, like you said that you are going to represent the people and give them the dividends of democracy, he said, okay, but how do they reconcile the excessive amount of money required to fund campaigns?
Okay, I already have a foundation going on, Ebony Inyamah Foundation, and
No,
I
he's
think
not talking particularly. He's not particularly about you. Probably you might use yours for this, but I want he want I would like a general overview of the whole thing.
okay. Now let me tell you something about this current thing about youth. The time is coming when people will reach. Like I saw one video going on trending last 2 weeks or thereabout, when some people came with healers giving their people bags of rice and they gave it back to them. They don't want rice anymore. They have been eating rice for years, and the thing that has been happening. Bad road, no water, no light, no good health education, health centers, no good education. So people are tired of those old patterns. So I think when the right person comes out, fun will be a problem, because people are already there watching you closely, watching you from afar. They want to play in that's your idea. They want to help out achieve this. By the time you do your reach out to so many people who believes in you, I think even the youth very soon will say, this is who we want. Money will be the problem, because Nigerian youth these days, we need to remove that ideology of money is the whole thing. Yes, politics is about money, yes. I know, because you need to fund your campaign, you need to go around and visit so many people. But when it comes to giving them good and quality leadership, they need somebody who is selfless. So when you come out like this, maybe you say, okay, I want to come and present to people, and they all gave you their support, they will all support you, I know, financially. So people very soon will stop asking for money. Believe me, they will stop asking for money. They will look out for that individual who can deliver. And the time is coming. I'm saying it is coming. So they will not. They will say, okay, we have been collecting money from Mr. A or Mr. B, and after when he goes into the office, we will start looking for a way to reach out to him. His phone number will stop going. We can't go to his house. He will have security men all over. So, but when they have somebody who they can interact with, who is down to earth, who can carry them along, they will leave the money aspect and vote him in.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, on that line, you talked about, there are 2 points that I picked up here that I want us to talk about. You talked about sensitization of people so that they can start thinking out, so they can start thinking away from money politics. How do you think that sensitization will work, and who do you think should be able to champion that sensitization?
Okay, like let me use my place as an example. We have different youth organizations in Arajuku. We have different town hall meetings, community compound meetings that they held in various areas in Nigeria. Some have their branches in Abuja, Port Harcourt, wherever they are. And we also have the home-based meeting. So I think going to reach out to them, telling them the reason why they should participate in Nigerian politics of today is just easy. One, when we go to the village, we have a way of interacting with the youths, like us, younger ones. We are also in very good terms with our moms and dad in the village. By the time you make enough time to visit them, maybe during their meeting days, you ask for audience to talk to them. You can just give it as make it a priority for you to visit them maybe every month, different locations, talking to them and telling them the reason why they should allow their children or the other ones that are much, as in much younger to join the politics of today. You understand? Going to them, reaching out to them, sir, brother, this is the right thing we should do. The youth should take over. And you don't sit at home condemning something you don't like from afar. You need to come into it, join them, and play the role to change that very situation you don't like. If the, let me say, LGA chairman is not getting it right, and you have tried to reach out to him, and he's not giving you any, listening ear, you don't need to stay afar and condemn what he is doing. You have to come into it, play a role, get a way of, assuming that position, then do something.
Okay.
Even, let me say, well, are you with me?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Calling a town hall meeting is not even a bad idea, too. We can reach out to them by calling a town hall meeting, talking to them, going into the market, telling the traders in the market, you can also do your business and also be active in politics. Because many people think it's if you don't have money, if you are not rich, you don't join politics. But I think that should be the old fashion of doing it. We should know that everybody, even if you're a pastor, because sometimes I do wonder when they said in the Bible, when this righteous is on the throne, the people rejoice. I don't know who are the righteous person. You understand? So the pastor should also play a role in politics. So we can also reach out to them in churches too, telling them the reason why they should be in politics.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Apart from funding, are there other problems that young people will encounter going into active politics apart from funding? Like we have talked about money being an issue or not being an issue. So, but let's take for instance, money is being taken away. Are there other problems that a young person will encounter getting into active politics?
Yes. When you have a good product, you don't struggle to sell it in the market. Some people in their community sees themselves as demigod, not interacting with other people in the village. Then when the time comes, they will all be going out to reach out to them for support. When the Bible said, honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long, I think it plays out also here in politics. You need to be humble. You need to be a sellable candidate to be active in politics. This is about give and take. You need to be a product that everybody can sell. If you are a candidate and people don't talk good about you in their community, it will be very hard or very tough for your party to market you during the election. So apart from funding, character matters. You need to have a good character. You need to have a good family name to be able to sell yourself during the election.
Okay. So character, being somebody that people loves and respects, in your line of thoughts are one of the things that you think people should have, young people should build if they want to get into politics? Okay, moving away from the, we have some very old politicians in Abia, in across the country. What role do you think they should play in helping young people? Because they started young too, like you make mention earlier, and then at some point, some of them got help from way older politicians than them at that point. So now the baton is about to move. What role do you think they should play for us, for every young person who want to get into active politics?
Yes, when you work closely with politicians, you will know that they all have people who follow them. Are you with me?
I'm with you, yes. Although your audio is
They
going
all
up
have
and
people,
down.
okay, they all have people who do follow them, people who they have watched closely, people um, who they have trusted for a very long time. They should give them this sense of belonging. They should also encourage them. When I made mention of Excellency Dr. Sokalo, he's a kingmaker. He has made a lot of people what they are today in politics. So many people believe in him in Nigerian politics and outside the country because of the way he has carried the youth along. I think he was the youngest governor during this time, and he also made so many young people permanent secretaries, commissioners, chairmen, and so on and so forth. So people should emulate somebody like him. If you have somebody who works with you and you have tested him and you know what he or she can do, then encourage him in a time like this when the person wants to come out for any position. Because you have tested him, you know what he can do, you know he can deliver, then try him in any good position, then he will deliver more. The bosses, some people will want to use you during campaign, you will turn to their thuggery, do whatever. They will use you as a talk, get ballot paper, go and do this, go and do that. Then when election time comes, when you say you want to contest, they will tell you, my friend, hold on. It's not that with him. So people should emulate him in that very area and let their voice, let their people who have worked with them, who they trust and who they believe in, give them a role to play in Nigerian politics.
Okay, okay. We progress. We just have about 20 minutes to round up. You were talking in line around your what your foundation is doing. Can you give us a little bit? Can you throw more light a little bit into what you think the prep you are? Because for you to context, you can't just wake up maybe in 2023 or in 2022 and say, I want to context. It's something that is a build upon something. For the prep of what you were saying that your foundation is in around the line of mobilizing people for for your dream of giving the Arochko people a good representation in governance. Hello, did
Are
you
you
hear me?
done?
Yes, I'm done.
You mean how I can mobilize people during campaign?
How are you, you know, like you said, if your people and if your people and your party gives you opportunity, but you won't just fold your hands and wait till 2030 before you start your, are you in any way preparing, are you in any way prepping for the task ahead if the task comes?
Sure, sure. Like I told you earlier, like I said, I have an NGO going on already, Ebony Foundation. I plan reaching out to my people recent again. I have been doing so many secret things for them. We have been able to pay some people's fees to enroll them into taking their SSCE. We have helped people build their businesses. We have reached out to the widows in the community. And we are going to do more. We are going to do more. We are ever ready for the task ahead. We have, like I told you before, I have been into this active politics for a very long time, so we know what and what to do. We are ever ready. The task is a huge one, but also a smooth one because it's a game we have been playing. So reaching out or mobilizing people for us is something we know how to go about. Yes, it's not a huge task per se. That area is very, very okay for us to have been doing it. And our people, by the grace of God, also have given their support all this while. Whenever I want to do my reach out to people, I don't find it difficult because they are always on ground to help out. Yes, we have been doing it and we will keep doing it. It's very simple. Do the people love you? Yes. Are they willing to work with you? Yes. Ever since I started this foundation, I have been receiving calls from left, right, center. I want to be part of this, your vision. I want to join hands with you. I love the courage. I want to work with you. These are clear indications that more good things are yet to come. Yes, I know in politics, people can come up with so many promises and with you, but they're not with you. But when you see a genuine one, you know, you know. So we will do our best. We will do our best, and we will make sure that if you are working, you get your pay, not by employment. If you are working with the NGO, if you are working with us, you won't go empty. Yes, we'll make sure because if, like I told you that I have worked with people for a very long time in politics, we have helped people, so many people securing jobs in various ministries. Yes, we have done that. And those people are still willing to come out to assist at the right time. So reaching out to them, canvassing for their vote, mobilizing them for anything is not a problem.
Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, we have another viewer who is asking, who is throwing a question at you. He said, a lot of young people think that the reason why he's making me laugh is because a lot of people think politics is about money. It's about going there to maybe embezzle money or going there to steal money or going there to make unsolicited money. So he's saying, why are young people going into politics? We have explained, Ebony has explained all this, but can you throw in more light? Maybe we have said enough, but there is not so much that will say that will still take away that idea of politics about embezzling money. What do you think in that line?
Yes, I don't blame anybody who is asking such question or who thinks young people going into politics is about embezzlement. Because people have failed us in the time past. People who we believed in, people who we voted in for for them to represent us very well. Like I told you, some people will come back from abroad, they want to contest for a position and they will get the post. And once they receive allocation, they will fly out to go and see their family in overseas. So these are the kind of things that make people believe it's all about eating up money. Every worker deserves his wages. It's even in the Bible. So any young person who goes into politics will not also go hungry. Yes, but you have to work. The reason why, like, okay, let me use the example. What happened during NSAS protest? The youths were angry with the way the leadership is going. The youths were yearning for a change. They needed a good leadership. Hospitals are not working. The school system have crashed down. Nothing is working again. That was why everybody came out on the street to protest. Now, if after protesting and they call you up one day, maybe people in Lagos come and represent your people in maybe LGA or House of Assembly, and you start doing the same thing the other ones were doing, then you are getting it wrong. Then you also have to give account of what they sent you there to do. So now, if maybe the coming election, I get the position by my people, they said go and stand in for us. I should also know that I am not there for myself. Because the reason why I came out, or the reason why they said go and stand in for us, is because they believe I can deliver. So when they trust you that much, you don't need to betray them. So young people knows the way and how to carry on with their fellow young people. So let us not see it as going into embezzle fund. Let us see it as going to give our people dividends of democracy. Reaching out, see, let me use the example of what happened last 2 weeks or thereabout in Oba. The young guy is not into politics, but he was busy building his friends. The highest investment you can do in life is human capacity. When you build human being, when you carry your people along, when you are there for them, you won't struggle to get any position. Money is good, but human lives, like, oh, I wept when I was seeing a protest the other day, people crying for 31 months salary. They have House of Assembly members, they have House of Rep members, they have the state governors, they have senators too. How can somebody work for 31 months and not get his pay? Too wrong, too bad. People are dying every day because of that. So I think once in a while, they should have a town hall meeting, checkmate their leaders, ask them questions, know if they are doing that very thing that made people vote him in.
True.
They should do this thing constantly. That's the way to go.
So true. Okay, we are almost running out of time. So two last. It's been an amazing 1 hour with you. Very person who is watching, who is aspiring to go into politics. What is your advice for older people like our boss, Odus Okalo, and every other older generation in regards to young people participation in politics? So we are not just centering on him, but everywhere across the country. What is your advice to them?
I advise every of our role models. I advise our bosses, wherever they are, to emulate what His Excellency OUK is doing by encouraging the youth. The youth, they say, are the leaders of tomorrow. So we should be encouraged. And I also urge the youth to also be in politics, respect their leaders, play along with them, get what you want from them, and move on. People should encourage the youth, because when the chiefs are down, you will also look for the youths. The youths are the people you will also need when you want to cross over to the next level. So don't play with the youths. Thank you.
Okay, that's amazing. Then to the young, to your fellow young, to every young person out there who wants to go into politics, who does not know how to start, what advice, what roadmap are you giving to such person?
Okay, every young person out there who wants to join politics and doesn't know the way to go to, I think you should use your Google very well. Yes, if you don't know anybody, as in anybody at all, you can follow. Search for people who have done well in politics, learn from them, and do better for your people. And you cannot do better for your people by criticizing them from afar. Join politics. It's youth o'clock. The youth needs to wake up. The youth needs to join the Nigerian politics of today so they can be active and come out to speak for themselves tomorrow. Like I said before, they should all get their PVCs. At least start from there. Get your PVC, register in your ward, get to know your youth leaders, get to know your LGA chairman, get to know your party chairman, then start it from there. Start coming close to any political party you know that they are doing well. But this time around, party will work, but individual will work better. So we're going to, very soon, like I said, we are not going to be looking for people who has money. We're going to be looking for people who has good characters. That is the individual. So we will vote individual, not party, very soon. So people should wake up, get their PVC, and let us work. Let us work. Together we can achieve this, and we'll have a better Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for your time, for all the nuggets that you have been able to dish out. And then I just can't wait to repost this video for people who were not here live to be able to rewatch it and then get this information, because they are vital, they are priceless. This is information that you have gathered over the years. So I know how important it will be for a lot of young people. So like you said, it's youth o'clock. We're encouraging every young person out there, go there, get your PVC, encourage your family members to pick up their PVCs, encourage your friends, encourage your relatives to pick up their PVCs. That's where it starts. And then, in the words of Iheanyi Inyamah, don't criticize your leader from afar. Come close. Let's see how we can join hands and make this country, make this nation, make this beloved state work. We can play a vital role in making Abia work. We all can play a vital role in making Nigeria work. The only country we have now is Nigeria. We would have any other country some other time, but the only country we have now is Nigeria. Thank you so very much once again, sir. We really appreciate your time.
I appreciate you having me today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Bye.